Hello, my name is Erin Clifford, and I am the instructor for the Education and Human Services Pathway courses in the Family and Consumer Science Department. The main course that I'm teaching this semester is Orientation to Family and Consumer Science. This course is a prerequisite to move on in any of the three pathways that we have here at BHS in our department. The first pathway is the fashion pathway, where students can take Fashion 1, 2, or 3. In those classes, they'll learn about careers in the design industry. They will learn basic clothing construction skills and much more. The second pathway that students can take courses in is our culinary pathway. In the culinary pathway, they will learn about basic cooking skills all the way up to how to manage a commercial kitchen and work in the culinary industry. The third pathway is the Education and Human Services pathway. I'm the instructor for courses in this specific pathway, and what we want children to walk away understanding, both our little raters that we have in our preschool lab, all the way up to our big kids in our high school classes, is how to become a parent, a child care service worker, a teacher, and beyond. We work with students in these courses to make sure that they're equipped to provide quality education and to really focus on the whole child as a future parent, many, many years, hopefully, down the road. Other things that you would want to know about our specific classes. This semester, I teach 4 sections of orientation to facts and a section of adulting. On A days, I have periods 1, 2, and 3 of orientation to facts. And on B days, I have 1 section of orientation to facts and hashtag adulting. So in the first course, orientation to facts, we go into all of the pathways that students could take at BHS in our department. In the specific course, we go over a variety of things. We are going to go over things such as foods, so basic cooking. We go over SMART goals. We go over ways to have growth mindset versus having a fixed mindset, and so on. That really, what I described, was our first unit. As we move on in the course, as you can see here on the screen, we will talk about culinary arts. So looking at how to set up a kitchen that you can safely cook in and that you can prepare food that is healthy and ready for individual use or in a group setting. In Unit 3, we talk about fashion design. So they're going to figure out how to create a hand-sewn product. So there'll be lots of demos during that unit. And then we'll also look at the history of fashion, how to incorporate elements of design into a visual display. We'll look at historical influences in fashion and so on. In Unit 4, we'll talk about caring for children and families. So we'll look at basic parenting skills. We'll look at parenting styles. They're going to have to support a family based on a scenario that they're given, and they'll have to pay bills each week that we're in class during that unit. So maybe you can have them help you balance your checkbook if you wanted to. Not that we use checkbooks very often anymore, but you know what I'm saying. The last unit in that course is all about career readiness, not just in our specific field of family consumer science, but in any pathway that they want to go into. We have a pretty basic routine in orientation to facts. We follow something called our daily agenda each day. So when students come onto a Zoom meeting on any given day, here's an example of what they see. There's a timer for them, so I always start 10 minutes early to allow students to get in and ask any questions they might have. They complete a morning check-in, and then we go over announcements, things we're going to do in class, and so forth. We try to mix it up in orientation to facts, and we do class games, we do breakout room activities, and so forth. We try to make it as hands-on as possible, and that's why it's really important to look out for announcements of different supplies that students might need. I'm going to pause here, and I will start another video to cover hashtag adulting.